Part 14. Gods of the Mountain Ranges. Discourse 14 of 20. Beloved God Tabor, 16th May, 1961. Beloved God Tabor, beloved of my heart, I welcome you into my domain of my heart's love to life, my realm of victory, my realm of power, my realm of perfection. One day, when the turmoil of the outer world has been consumed and the light of eternity floods the nation and the earth to make it self-luminous, you, the people of the light, you, the blessed ones of the light, you, the carriers of the light, will I welcome into my domain and reveal to you what the magnificent hand of the mighty I Am Presence and the ascended host has created in outer manifestation, and held secure and invincible through many, many cycles of time, guarding the handiwork that beautifies the universe with the magnificent perfection of its great creative activity. One day I shall take you into my domain and let you behold what the beauty of the ascended Master's octave means to the people of the earth, and that one day shall fill this world with that beauty also. In rendering the service tonight which we want to give to you and through you, wherever you abide, I hope I may remind you frequently of the fact that the great law of creation, the great presence that has created this world and sustains it, has focused within the mountain ranges of the world great streams and concentration of the electronic force of life, so terrific in its concentration of the fire element that it takes the activity of the substance in the mountain ranges to be its protection. You did not know that there are certain eternal places in this world, in the mountain ranges, wherein the sacred fire has been established since the beginning of the planet. That's why the mountain ranges are inaccessible in a great proportion of the mountain ranges of the world. They are inaccessible to the mass of mankind because they are the guarding power, and they are the location of the concentration of the sacred fire element into the substance and structure of the earth. Because the sacred fire is concentrated into the mountain ranges of the world, it continually pours forth by radiation the purifying electronic force that is the sustaining life in the atmosphere of Earth by which mankind is permitted to live. The atmosphere of Earth is supplied by the electronic force and certain powers and qualities from within the mountain ranges of the world, and that is because in the mountain ranges are these manifestations of the sacred fire of terrific power. Power mankind cannot approach, power mankind cannot control, power mankind cannot use, except by our permission. So, beloved ones, since this is a matter of long ages, of the concentration of the life from the great central sun into this world to produce here the conditions in which mankind can embody and gain the experience and use the powers of life to attain the ascension now, these blessings are placed here by the great cosmic law. And the cosmic law is embodied in the great cosmic beings who supply the life to the physical sun and the planets of the system. Therefore, the life that has created and sustains the planets of the system or the sun, that greater life from the great central sun, is under the conscious direction of the intelligent beings who know the destiny of mankind, who know the destiny of the planet, who know the destiny of the system, all of which is the ever-expanding perfection of the sacred fire in outer action that produces beauty, action, manifestation, and blessing to life, because it gives all life greater opportunity to expand greater perfection. Therefore, we are the authority and will be for many aeons of time to come of the life that flows through the mountain ranges of the world. And mankind, if individuals understood what they could have by acknowledging the greater authority of life that controls the mountain ranges, if they would but acknowledge that and cooperate with it, this greater life, which is drawn by cosmic beings into manifestation here, would open its heart and give to those who are one with it its secrets, its powers, its manifestations, its blessing, and the strength of its action. So, to those who qualify, we are ready to be their partners. Those who love the mountains and will understand the reality of our existence will learn much by association with us. And then we can teach those who are one with us why the sacred fire is focused within the various mountain ranges of the world, why and how the individual can receive of the special action of that sacred fire, whichever lifts the individual into greater and greater power and manifests through the individual greater perfection. But if the hordes of evil imagine that they are going to harness the power in the mountain ranges of the world for their devilish destruction, they are badly mistaken. We are still the authority, and we will remain the authority over all mankind and all mankind's evil. Those who are wise enough to purify themselves and love the blessings we can give, and love the powers of nature that guard the sacred fire in the mountain ranges of the world, will automatically be taken into our heart realm of life, and taught the power of the heart flame of our love. So those who care to know about us are welcome when they care to live the life as we do. Now, we're not asking you to do anything difficult. When you realize we live the life of the universe in the great enjoyment and use of the powers of love, and they always produce happiness and perfection. And there's no such thing as being strenuous when you understand how to become one with our realm of life. We know the comfortable way to live life, the way that is without struggle, the way that is without failure. And if you should care to prove me whether I am telling you the truth or not, I challenge you to live my way of life. I challenge you to know something about my way of life. I challenge you to understand the powers and beings of nature that are my family of creation. We do not have bars that keep mankind away. The door is always open from our realm of life. But nothing can come into our realm of life that is of limitation or discord. So if there are those who want to learn the law of love, if there are those who care to understand us and understand our realm of activity, we are ready to teach them. And when they come and behold what life can do and life can give and life can reveal, their joy will know no bounds and their limitations will dissolve. It doesn't make any difference what your limitation is at the present time. If you are ever going to dissolve it and consume it and be free from it, you are going to have to use the love of the sacred fire, which the blessed violet consuming flame is, and which the unfed flame is, and which the sevenfold flame of the seven mighty Elohim becomes to life. It doesn't make any difference what limitations are binding the people of this world. They cannot be dissolved and consumed. and they cannot be removed except by the command of the sacred fire. And that is what your beloved I Am presence is. That is why its authority has been in existence forever and will be in existence forever. That's why the great command went forth in the beginning of the formation of this planet. And the first command was, "Let there be light." And then the world manifested. And so it is today. If there be limitations in yourselves or your world, with all the power of your love, all of your being, turn to your beloved I Am presence, and with every atom of your being, ask it to fill you with its purifying violet flame love and release you from the limitations from which you wish to be free. When you look there and cool there, when your love goes there and asks for the purifying violet flame love of the greater life in the whole system to come into you and release you from that which is not the divine plan, then can we, with your beloved I Am presence, give you the true education of life, reveal to you the true powers of creation, and show you what it means to cooperate with the great divine plan and the supreme causeless cause of life. Mankind's limitations and distress will never be consumed until the sacred fire is called into action to consume them. The master presence of the universe is the causeless cause of the eternal sacred fire. The beloved I Am presence is that. Every ascended master is that presence. Every one of the angelic host is that presence. And the causeless cause, which we refer to as the great central sun, is the focus of ever-expanding sacred fire love, the treasure house of the universe, which gives of itself in ever-expanding perfection wherever it is loved into outer action. So, if you are to be free from your limitations, remember, some activity of love must release the sacred fire that consumes the limitations. Limitations exist because love is not where they are. Therefore, if they are to be removed, the sacred fire love must come and remove them. It matters not whether it be the individuals, nations, or the world, or life anywhere. The only source of perfection, the only power of mastery, the only manifestation of freedom of existence is the sacred fire love from the heart of creation, the causeless cause of all that exists that is constructive. So, blessed ones, if you want the knowledge of life, if you want to learn the truth of existence, if you want to know the reality and perfection and source of the universe, your attention must go to your beloved I Am presence, the ascended masters, the cosmic beings, and the great central sun. And with all the love at your command, ask that perfection of life, that presence, to tell you the truth of itself, teach you the law of its manifestation, and make you its presence of perfection. How do you suppose we have created so much beauty in certain places in the mountain ranges of the world? How do you suppose we created that? By love to beauty and love to perfection and love to the power of creation. And so it is with you. The law is simple. The power is absolute. The perfection is the divine law. All you have to do is love it. Doesn't it sound easy? It ought to be easy to just love something that is wonderful. it certainly is not difficult to love the magnificent perfection of the infinite universe around you. That doesn't take any effort on your part to just love that, because it is love, and it's worthy of your love. The power in the mountain ranges that can flow to you as free as the air you breathe is the gift of love, free as the birds of the air, and all you have to do is to love it enough to let it flow. Think you not that the sacred fire love is the master control of the universe and its manifestations? Now I love the mountain ranges of the world, as does every other god of the mountains, and I love my domain, and I am the guarding presence of it. But there is nothing I will refuse. If someone else loves my domain like I do, why would I not share it? You are welcome when you love it as I do. Now let me explain to you something of how the great electronic force of life is supplied to the planet through the mountain ranges of the world. Just as liquid light flows through the nerves of your physical bodies, so does the liquid light of electronic force, which is the fire element, flow through the minerals and the elements within the mountain ranges of the world. But beside that, at various places throughout the earth, there is focused an individual flame that sustains for centuries the balancing action and flow of life through those minerals and metals within the mountain ranges that ever give off their precious qualities and precious radiation of wonderful perfection to the life of the beings who embody in this world. They are the treasure house of life in more ways than one. They contain, of course, the substance that the outer world qualifies as wealth, metals and minerals and so on. But they contain another activity of wealth far beyond the substance that mankind uses. And that greater wealth is the flow of electronic force and the focus of the individual flames that abide in certain locations and that hold the balance of the structure of the earth as pillars in a building hold the structure of the building in place. We are the guardians of the sacred fire that holds the earth in balanced action to expand the perfection that one day makes it a sun in space. And that sun is the light of our love that we expand through the ages until the substance of earth itself becomes that sacred fire purity and love that manifests eternal perfection. Therefore, you are welcome to come into our realm of sacred fire love. And if you come and still the outer, and simply pour your love to the life in the mountain ranges, I assure you, the life of our love must flow back to you and carry to you the qualities and the blessings in the mountain ranges that don't exist anywhere else on earth except in the mountain ranges. That's why there are mountains. When the continual purifying activity on through the electronic force that passes through the mountain ranges and carries down into the rest of the structure of earth, the magnificent activities of the water element, the snows that abide at the heights are pure electronic force. They are life-sustaining, and they are what carry the sustaining life to the powers of nature and the rest of the structure of earth where mankind abides. So, blessed ones, there is a treasure house ever beckoning you into its heart to give you its blessings, to fill you with joy, to give you the health and the strength and the power to accomplish, and it abides in our realm of the mountains. Precious hearts, you are very near something very wonderful as you sit here tonight. Very wonderful. And I wish you would knock at my front door and love what is within and pour love to life enough that I might open the way for you to enter there. I will try to call more frequently when some of your strenuous activities are over and we can spend a little more time together. I hope I may give you some of my gifts that will bless you for eternity and will always bring you freedom. May you know the desire in my heart for you to have all that I have, and may it ever expand and flow to you to fill your world with the same joy and happiness and power that are in my world, and which shall for eternity ever expand its sun presence to bless life, wherever life comes into contact with that which is my realm of blessing and creation to life. May the full understanding of all that life has placed in the mountain ranges of the world come to enfold you, give you its gifts, make you its perfection, lift you unto its heights, and give you its joy for eternity. And we shall, one day, I hope before your ascension, dwell together long enough to let me reveal that which only the hand of God can create. May its blessings without limit pour their radiation to you until that time when you stand visible and tangible within the realm of their perfection forever. May the fullness of every blessing that is in the mountain ranges of the world pour forth its love to you, wrap you in its heart, make you the victory of its perfection, and let you blaze its light until it goes forth and forever raises all to its own great eternal purity. I commend you to the joyous experience of eternity and welcome you into my heart realm of life and my strength and power and light from the mountain ranges of the world. Others who assist me are ever guardians of the blessings we want to bestow and that are ever flowing to raise all to greater eternal happiness. Thank you with all my heart.